Now we are starting the meeting. Item number 1. Apologies for absent.
Councillor, we have apologies from Aksa Ahmed, from Councillor Lal, and also from Councillor Vikram Gurwal.
Any other apologies?
Item number 2. Minutes of the meeting held on 22nd of June. Thank you.
Can we agree the minutes?
Everybody agree? Thank you.
Presentation.
Item number 3 again.
Yeah, digital inclusion.
Item number 3. Digital introduction. Presentation to the councillor and digital to the installation team.
So we have
Hello? Yes. Good evening, everyone. Hi. My name's Hamaira. I am the Digital Inclusion Support for London Borough of Hounslow. I run the Digital Champions Programme, which essentially is a programme to deliver one-to-one digital skills to residents in the borough, to upskill them, increase their digital literacy and their confidence using online tools. So I'm going to talk to you about our digital drop-ins today. You might have spoken to me already earlier in the evening. So Cranford and Heston are the most digitally excluded areas in the borough. What does digitally excluded means? It is basically unequal access and ability to use technology. So if you feel like you lack confidence in technology, that can be anything, things that maybe your family can may take for granted, how to send emails and use WhatsApp, for example. And then digital drop-ins are probably for you. We combat digital exclusion by installing free Wi-Fi in the area, providing devices, and in this case, providing digital skills help. So digital can be scary. You might feel a bit lost, you might feel a bit confused and stuck, but it's almost essential for your learning, your work and your social interactions, finding online resources for education, even using YouTube videos, finding how-to videos on YouTube, your CVs, your applications for work. And if COVID taught us anything, is the power of connection and how crucial it is. So even social media and maybe finding new community groups to find new people and friends that you can interact with. So our digital drop-ins are non-commitment drop-in sessions. You have a one-to-one personalized digital skills session with one of our digital champions who are trained by the London Borough of Hounslow. They can run from 30 to 40 minutes, but you do get that one-to-one experience, personalized experience. It is not a course. You just drop in. You might need to send a really important email that day, and you really need help doing it. Just drop in. There is no commitment whatsoever. Just come with your questions, your real-life queries, and we'll be able to help you. So some of the examples that we've got is how to use social media, Facebook, for example, how to send emails, the difference between forward and reply, how to understand your file storage on your laptop or your phone, using Word, or simply how to use your devices. I think a lot of us have family who buy us devices and actually we don't know how to use them. So you can just drop into the session and we'll be able to help you with that. So your local drop-ins are Meadowbank and Heston Library. Meadowbank is the official adult education centre for London Borough Hounslow, which is only a 15-minute walk from here. That is every Monday from 2 till 4 p.m. and Heston is every Wednesday from 2 till 4 p.m. Don't expect you to remember it. There are some flyers on your tables, but also at the front desk if you want to grab a flyer. We also have 8 other drop-in sessions that run in the borough. We do Chiswick, we do Hounslow Library, and we do Age Concern. We do loads of other places as well, so even if you might be in those areas, feel free to drop in. This is one of our great good stories from a resident called Harple. She came to our drop-ins, she recently got a laptop and she wanted to just know how to use it. So she's really, really grateful for the drop-ins. She comes now and again. She's also referred her children who just needed a little top-up on their digital skills. So this is actually she got very lucky. She got 2 of our champions helping her there. And you can see it's very personalized, it's very kind of relaxed, there's no pressure whatsoever. And it's free, which is, we all love free stuff. On the flip side, if you or you know anybody who would like to be a digital champion, so you do not need to be a tech guru, you do not need to know how to take apart a laptop and put it back together, you don't need to know how to do code, you just need to know the skills of how to use your phones and the things that we, like I said, take for granted every day. So if you want to share your digital knowledge with your community, if you have some time in the week that you want to volunteer and just help out, and if you want to develop your mentoring and communication skills and just meet new people, then my contact details are there. It's also on the flyers on your table and at the front desk as well. And we have one last thing. This is our digital champion, Reese. He's recently moved on to an apprenticeship with NPL, which is the National Physical Laboratory. He always wanted to get into IT. And we had a call the other day, actually, and he said he's really grateful for the digital champion, because if it wasn't for the volunteering on his CV, he doesn't think he would have been able to get the apprenticeship that he did. So he's in a great place now, and he was honestly such a great champion too. And that is it. So let me know if you have any questions. Any questions? Nothing? Great. Oh, yes, hi. Yeah, there's a leaflet at the front there. It's a bright yellow leaflet. You can't miss it. All the drop-ins are on there. You can also find the drop-ins online at Hounslow Connect and also on the Hounslow government website. Obviously, if we're not using digital, then feel free to grab a leaflet. Okay, any other questions? Yes?
So I was just going to ask a question as to how do you then get this information across to certain demographics who probably are not here, who don't read Hounslow Matters to have that information relayed to them, and they're the people who probably need that help the most. So just wondering how you communicate this type of workshop to them, because they're the ones who are probably will not benefit from this at all.
Yeah, that's a completely valid question. I think that is the most important question, is being able to reach as many people as we can, even though online is it's so easy to disseminate information. Not everyone has access to online, and obviously not everyone is here. So as a digital inclusion team, we work hard to attend as many events as possible, work with as many partners and organisations. For example, we've just linked with Bedfont Sports Hall, we've got Age Concern. It's a lot of word of mouth as well, places that we don't really know exist, sadly, but there are a lot of people in our community that spread the word for us, and that council is a great place. We all work as one team. Everyone tries to reach different areas of the borough, so we all cascade information down, and we try to reach as many people as possible that way. I hope that answers your question.
It was just an idea. I just thought that it might be a good idea just to do like a leaflet drop to those people who might not get to read, who don't always look through the entirety of Hounslow Matters or something like that.
Yes, definitely.
It might just be a way to include them.
Yes, definitely. With the that's a great idea. Thank you. Sometimes it is about kind of coming to you rather than you coming to us. We are working with Meadowbank. They have just changed their prospectus for the new year, the new term. So our advert will be on there as well, through your letterboxes. Any other questions? Amazing. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you.
Thank you. Next item number 4, open area forum.
I live in Sutton Lane, and we have, it's very serious concerns of the island that's up near the A4 as you come up Sutton Lane. Vehicles overtaking when it gets busy, vehicles overtaking on the wrong side of the island. We came home on Sunday, got video evidence of the vehicle going on the wrong side of the road, forcing another car out the way. You've got children using the island as a crossing for schools. Something seriously needs to be done. This has been ongoing and has been flagged up but we really need something done soon because there will be an accident, whether it's another car or a child. So if we could get something done, that would be great, please.
Is anybody here from the highway, please? They can answer the question.
Sorry, Chair.
Okay.
Can I just ask clarification? Is it in front of Lily White's? Is it that section? Sutton Lane, Hounslow.
Yeah, it's on Hounslow side, so we are in Heston Central Ward. So you come up from Wellington School, and the road curves round. You've got the island in the middle where it curves. I mean, it's an accident black spot. The amount of accidents we've had outside the house and had to deal with. But you'll get the traffic coming down from the A4, and then people, thank you, and people will overtake because they can see that they can turn right further up, so they will just go around the other side of the island at speed again. So everything's sort of building up to an accident waiting to happen. Yeah, I've got a video of it if you want to see it afterwards. Okay, brilliant. Thank you.
Hi there, can you hear? Okay, I'll be very brief because we've already received some excellent feedback and support from the police officer attending, the community safety girls over there, and also I've been introduced to Councillor Butt here. Very briefly, our neighbours here from Warwick Road in Hounslow have been suffering from antisocial behaviour since 2021. Up until very recently, not much has been done about it. Things are beginning to move forward slowly. But we are here tonight with a look for a petition to submit for a CCTV camera. And basically, as I say, we've all feel that we've received some good support tonight, so we don't need to take much of your time. Should I bring it over?
Chair, Warwick Road, what ward is in?
We come under Cranford because we went to the Hounslow meeting and they said that we should have been here. Oh, sorry, we went to the Hounslow meeting and then we should have been here. I'm not used to this, sorry.
No, it's okay, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah,
I live off Cranford Lane. Recently, they've shut off the getting onto the M4 through the Heston services. We're stuck in an area. Cranford Lane has got a flight path over the top of us. We've got pollution. We've got pollution on the M4 on the right of us. We've got the Great West Road. 3 times a day, you have traffic down Cranford Lane at both ends, just pumping out fumes all the time. I think the residents should be allowed to have a permit to get onto the M4 because we've got Costco that's coming, we've got the Lidl's, we've got the cement factory, we've got all these things that we can't get out of Heston. We need to get out of Heston, and last year I got 4 fines for coming through that, and it cost me nearly 500 quid. But like this lady was saying, on the islands, because of the traffic is building up at the ends, people are so impatient that they're just jumping the queues at 30 mile an hour while you've got kids coming out of this school that are going to get killed one day when the cars are coming on the wrong side of the road. We are trapped down Cranford Lane.
That's another issue to take up with Hounslow Highways, but we've made a note of it, and I'll put it forward and then I'll get back to you.
Mr. Shafiq.
Yeah, hi.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Shafiq, a local resident. It doesn't give me joy to tell you this. I have actually been supporting the police movement since 2004 when I retired. And the services or the contact or the response that we used to be getting was reasonably adequate. But nowadays, it's nil. Two things. I would say, based on my personal experience in recent days, any call of 111 doesn't get attended to. It's a waste of time. With a bit of luck, perhaps 999. You might. And the response, I have it here, I haven't got time because I don't want to monopolize this meeting. If not, I could have gone into details. You even send email, you don't get a response. And the email clearly said the response, so you get the automated one, you tell you'll get a response, you get someone to contact you in 24 hours. Not a dicky bird. And I'm talking about experience of probably 2-3 weeks ago. Thank you.
Do we still have the police officers here that were here? Have they all gone?
We
'Cause
might
maybe
do. I think
could-
they might be outside. We'll check and come back to you.
Yeah, maybe they could help us with that answer.
We're just grabbing him.
Yeah, let's grab another one.
Might need a summary of the question / point.
Well, there you go. We've still got the police here, but could you just, Mr. Shafiq, just repeat that question? We've got a police officer.
Sorry, they've suggested that if you would like to go and speak with them outside directly, you can
Yeah,
do
that'd be
that right
good.
now. They're here for a little while. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, that would be good. That's a better idea. Okay, any more questions? Yeah, would you like to? Yeah, thank you.
So the gentleman who's sitting to my left, I agree they should open up Phoenix Way so we can get onto the M4 without being fined. And secondly, I'm a Crosslands Avenue resident, and since they resurfaced the street, we're finding the speed barriers have gone, which means people are just bombing up and down. And it's really dangerous at night, the way how fast the cars are going. Nobody's adhering to the 20-mile zone at all.
Okay, what we could do is we can contact Hounslow Highways regarding that and see if they could be reinstalled, maybe.
Chair, wouldn't it be a good idea to have somebody from Hounslow Highways here in our meetings? Because obviously there are lots and lots of issues related to Hounslow Highways and the work they do. I mean, Crosslands Avenue is one, because I live on Crosslands Avenue and I can understand exactly the problem. Crosslands Avenue is one, Craneswater Park is the other, where it's literally a racetrack. We've said that to the police lots and lots of times and nothing ever happens. So, you know, Mr. What was his name? Guy from Cranford. Mr. Shafiq. Yes. Mr. Shafiq is absolutely right. You used to get a response from the police. Even a cursory yes, no, maybe, but now absolutely nothing. Yeah, so it's rather a shame because you know the people and the police need to interact in order to put a safety barrier right for those people, those residents. And unfortunately, if the eyes and ears can't hear or can't see, then there's very little use having that sort of police service.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, sorry, just to come back on the highways point. So we invited highways to come along here tonight. Unfortunately, had to give their apologies very last minute today for reasons we don't know. But Kay's doing the job of making a note of all the questions. So if anything is raised, we will take it back to them and aim to get a response published ahead of the next meeting. But on behalf of highways colleagues, very sorry that they weren't able to make it. Sorry, Simone's here, who might be able to offer some clarification.
Yeah.
So what I was trying to explain, if it's anything to do with the speed and anything in the road, it wouldn't be Hounslow Highways, it would be traffic. So traffic would change any layout of the road, and then Hounslow Highways would maintain it once it's done. Okay, so if you need 20 miles an hour, then it will be the traffic@hounslow.gov.uk, or any speed bumps. Okay.
Sorry, can I come back? The work was actually implemented by Hounslow Highways, and as a result of the work, we lost the speed barriers, the speed tables. Right, to use the exact wording, the speed tables now they are literally become a part of the road as opposed to them being proud of the road surface. So we've got no speed traffic deterrents in Crosslands because they've been lost as a result of the resurfacing of the road, which is now higher. And we did at that point when they were doing it said, you need to do the speed tables up. I remember speaking to work people and saying, look, they said, well, actually, that's nothing to do with us. So, you know, the mind boggles. Who is it responsible? Because they're the people that are supposed to be doing the work. If they don't know about it, I can't think of any other department in Hounslow Council or outside the council that is actually responsible, because that's part and parcel of the package. Once you do the road in its entirety. You don't leave the speed table as where it is. So now we don't actually have speed tables, we just got the outlines of them because the rest of it, the height has been lost as the resurfacing has happened. So I think we need somebody to come back and re-implement that speed deterrent. Thank you.
Crosslands and Cranes Water.
Crosslands has the speed tables, Cranes Water has none. Right, so it's never an issue there other than the speeding element, which we're trying to deter. If we could get the speed humps there, that would be really good. But at this moment in time, Crosslands Avenue, which did have the speed humps, they're no longer are there, right? But we are looking.
A new one, and we need to reinstate one.
Yeah, we've spoken to our police ward panel over God knows how many years. Nothing ever happens. Nothing ever happens.
So is this something we could leave with you to find? Yeah, please. Thank you. Is that okay? Yes. Hi.
Chair, can I just... It's on. Just an update on in terms of policing capacity in the borough. I caught the tail end of a comment a moment ago, and people may have noticed already, but we had myself and Councillor Ajma Grewal, who's the lead member for safety, had a meeting with the police recently, and they have now confirmed that they have 2 dedicated ward officers on every ward in the borough now with a PCSO. So I would urge people to kind of look out for them, make sure that they feel that's the case and see a difference, and if not, to come back to the community safety team or myself at the council, and we can take that up with the senior leadership team in the police. But they have committed to the fact that they are, at the moment, they've got the full capacity of two dedicated DWOs on each patch.
So how would residents contact them?
So they can either contact the community safety team through the council's website, or people will hopefully know myself and Permjit Chadha very well. We've got the Safer Communities team here tonight with Fazana and a couple of her officers. So there are a few of us in terms of routes into the council to do that. But the police have been very open recently in terms of they want residents to engage with them, to approach them, to ask for the names of their DWOs. They're going to be publishing that information. So I would urge people to keep an eye out, and hopefully that they will see the differences soon.
Amazing, thank you. Any other? Do you want to use the mic? Thank you. Thanks, Barry.
We've got Harry Doherty. He's excellent, and Satinder or someone from the police. Harry's written to the council 3 months ago, no response. Perminda never have a response. Even I've written to Perminda, and I'm going to say that to the leader Shantanu, you do need to look at that because she never responds. I even said her staff were great when Hannah was working there, whatever, never got a response. So to be honest, she hasn't got a really good reputation, and it's a high staff turnover, and it's not fair. But Harry Doherty and that Satinder, I don't know what the other guy's name is, sorry. But your police bit, it's true, you're right, they've been brilliant. They phone you straight away, like when I've written to them. They have been absolutely amazing. So hats off to the Met and Anil Puri and all the staff at the Met who actually do try their best. I'm not saying all the time, but they have been. But they need support from the council who don't actually respond to them, and they don't even check the cameras. We've got a camera at Meadowbank Alley. It's facing the road, and we have drinkers every single day, and I take pictures. And I've got unreasonable behaviour, apparently, from the council because I help and support the council, and that's what I've just spoken to the leader about, and he understands that I'm quite... But I'm just going to be honest. Yeah. We've never seen a councillor down our street, which Gazala actually said, but I try and fight for the street because I've lived on that street 40 years. My parents have, my mum and dad have helped her, and they worked double shift, triple shift. They had a councillor, Davina, who never did nothing and got all the public here who worked damn hard for their money.
Would it be okay for one of you guys
No,
to
but she should, no, hold on 1 second. She shouldn't have got it. That money should come back, and I've written to Keir Starmer and House of Commons, why do you do this? Because these guys work damn hard day and night for their money, and then you give it to councillors who don't do their job.
I know, look, I take on board your comments. I know you and I have had a couple of conversations I can remember, so...
But it's not that I believe that I care, and I care about the community. You also are a community somewhere. Just because you work at the council, I'm sure you have your own council.
Okay, Barry.
Honestly,
no, it's true.
Your comments are taken on board.
We're here for that. We're here for that. We need support. You can't cut us off because you're councillors, because you don't even come, I mean, not you, but the others don't even come on our road. And they only come, as they said, during voting time. We don't want them during voting time. We want you to support us always, not just during voting days because you want votes. It's not fair. You're meant to help the public. You're meant to be there.
I'm really
we're trying to help.
But
we're trying to work with you as residents and help you. And if I'm sending emails and pictures, yeah, I do a lot because I'm passionate and I care, and because I've been attacked myself. No, I don't think it is appreciated, please. Because when I did the drinkers, nobody came. We've got young children. We've got women who work late shift, night shifts. You know, my mum used to be 70. She's dead right now, but they used to walk through the alleyway. It was better then than it is now. Yeah. But the Met do a great job at the moment. They're doing fantastic. And the council need to work... No, please listen. They need to work together. We did this at the Met thing, and I'm going to say it again. I am a speaker, and I will speak because I care. Yep. I care, and I had cancer, so I swear on my cancer's life as God is my witness, otherwise God will give me further cancer. I don't care if I look bad. I'm not bothered. I'm here to help people, which people talk the talk, but they don't walk the walk. Actions speak louder than words. And I will get the TV involved with all this because you've got to help people. We want to help you. As a community, we want to help you.
And we need your help.
To help us?
Yeah.
Harry has been fantastic, and I can't remember, where is she? The rest of the team, Ali and Mike Binns and all the sergeants, they've actually been so proactive. No, it's not about saying thank you to me. Say thank you to them. They have done a great job.
Will you give me a call tomorrow morning?
Yeah, I'll give you a call, but that doesn't matter because I can fight my own corner. Ask Leader Shantanu. He knows I'm a fighter.
Yeah.
I will never stop fighting. I had medical negligence and I won it. When I got told by a probate solicitor I wouldn't win. And only because I believe in myself. It's not like to get a medal. You don't need a degree in anything. You need a degree in life. And you guys need to listen, not just to get money. No, but I want to. I pay my taxes. But why can't I speak? Why are you cutting me off? Yeah, but I haven't finished what I'm saying.
Okay, let me give you another 30 seconds, Barry, and then I can speak.
I'm sorry for taking your time up.
No, it's fine.
I spend time and effort to help you guys at the council, the police, and I can show you all the emails. I'm sorry, councillor, that you want other people to speak, but I have a right to speak. And hold on, reasonable adjustments, Equality Act 2010, because I'm registered disabled. Thank you very much. And I'm sorry that you feel insulted by me, but you don't like it because you're councillors. I respect your work and I expect, you know, great what you do, but you can't cut me off like that. And you don't do that when you're doing votes. And I'm sorry, you're going to talk about me behind my back afterwards, saying I'm this, that, and the other.
No, nobody's going to speak behind
No, but he's just cut me off. Reasonable adjustments, Equality Act 2010.
Yeah. Thank you.
Sorry, I apologise, councillor, that I took your time.
No, you didn't take any time.
Mr. Secunda will take you next.
I don't know.
You're right.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry that I've insulted him, and I'm sorry, and he doesn't like it.
Yeah.
I'm fully within my rights to speak. I'm a resident.
No, 100%.
I'm fully within my rights to speak.
You are.
I've had to work down hard and pay taxes like everyone else here. Sorry you don't like it.
Okay, Mr.
Good evening. Good evening, Chair, councillors, the leader, and the community here. Just introduction. I'm the local community leader of the local mosque here in Cranford. It's sad to say that we have a problem, and the problem is to do with the travellers. I mean, the leader knows, the councillor knows. They're all doing their best to help us, and thank you very much. But one of the questions that keep arising is about the gates. I'm sure a lot of parks are left open. I remember many years ago, the gates used to be closed in the evening and open in the daytime. The cemeteries are closed at night, open in the daytime. Why can't we do the same with the parks? Because it will save all this vandalism, because all the equipment that got damaged got done at night. All the expensive work is being done and is being damaged at night. We've got children going in there, don't know what they do. You're scared to go in the park anyway. So why can't the councillor and who help us close the gates? At least we know we are safe.
Yeah, I agree, because there's travellers there now at the moment.
Yeah, but we got problems there, but I'm sure there are a lot of other parks where we can lock them up. These youngsters who find somewhere to hide, do all the drugs and everything. I don't want to say anything, but please, can you look at that for us?
No, they're not, and we. I think there is a council legal team that are working to get them out, but there's a process they have to go through, so they're just going through that. But I agree with you. If the gates are locked, then no one can get in there. So maybe that's something.
Anybody
No, I know. I've seen a lot of youths. Yeah.
Gazalabad.
Regarding the Avenue Park travelers, closing park gates can be enhanced safety by controlling access, especially during non-operational hours. It helps prevent unauthorized entry and ensures a safer environment for residents. Thank you.
Thank you, Kazana. Okay, do we have any other questions? Any other questions? Go on, you can throw eggs at me if you want. No, I know.
Hi, hello. My name's Anthony Stoko from Heston Farm TRA. Now, it's a bit of a shame to hear what you're saying about the police, to be honest, in certain aspects. Now, let's just give you a bit of some positive news. Heston Farm Estate had a big issue with antisocial behaviour, domestic violence and kids wanting to kill each other. Yes. So the fact of it is PC Khan's team put a plan together and then actually started working more individually, more show, and all the things that we've been asking for. So, you know, this team's put so much effort that actually these children are not threatening to kill each other. There's no more knives, like, on these children, as well as domestic violence is actually very down compared to PC Khan doing the hard work. Antisocial behaviour, again, because the local TRA does also publish about certain situations as well. And then obviously you've got your elders that talk to the other communities and so on and pass it on about this as well. So if you think about it, it's a joint effort. It's literally a joint effort between communities, police and that. Now, again, I'm not going to give you the actual full aspect of it, but we called the police because we had to, because we actually thought a woman was going to be murdered. The police were in there literally within 5 minutes dealing with the right people. So I don't know if this is the same police force you're talking about. Because also, just to also reflect the email, you have to make sure you know what email you're actually doing, because one's a joint email and it does take a long time to get an answer back. Now, obviously, if you call 999, their response time is much quicker because it's 999. So the way around this is how you work with your communities and how you work with your ward police, and making sure that your ward police, A, have got somewhere to sit down to eat and being treated like human beings and have the respect for them and for their roles, no matter what the media is showing you, because it's not the same as what's on the ground. Because at the end of the day, they've got a very hard job. And for them to do that, you have to give them the full support and not put your stupid phones in their face when they're trying to do their job. So, to be quite frank with you, there is positiveness out the whole of this, but you lot have also got to play your part.
Thank you. Do we have any other? Thank you. Any other questions in the open area forum? Any other issues? Yep, there's a lady there.
I was just going to add, just before the gentleman there gave some positive news, I was going to say we have quarterly ward panel meetings in Heston East, and they are really, really successful. And it's thanks to our councillors Lal and Mann and the PCSO Benison and PC Khan. And honestly, they are really proactive, and you know, we do everything we can, and the promises they make, they do actually action them.
Amazing, thank you. Any other questions before we go to our presentation? Yeah, there's a guy at the back. Thank you.
Hello, sorry I was late getting in, but I've got the gist of what it's all about. I was expecting to see Shantanu tonight. Hello. Sorry, I didn't see her there. I saw Emma. You're hiding away.
I think we should have him sitting on the table, shouldn't we? Come in, Shan.
Well, he is leader of the council, full stop, and he doesn't show his face at monthly meetings very regularly because of his busy life. But I wonder if it's too much for him, because I haven't heard...
No, he's an amazing leader, seriously. Ask me.
I know it's a thankless job, but if you don't turn up for ward meetings at...
Public need help, and we're all amazing. He is amazing, he's very talented, but public needs all of you, not just by talk. We need it by action.
Shantanu, we're going to handcuff you and keep you here all night now. No, yeah.
You guys are busy, we're busy too, and we're all trying, we're all
Yeah.
trying to earn a living, we're all trying to get support and help. So it's about working together.
Together.
As this gentleman said,
Well, the lovely man at the back, Shantanu, is here.
Oh, well, that's
So
good
if
to
you-
see,
yeah,
because
he
I
is.
keep on writing letters to him.
Okay.
So although I don't
Oh,
expect...
bless, you're so lucky.
I don't expect Shantanu to reply directly, but I do expect him to pass on my letters to the appropriate department. And I'm sorry to say that hasn't been happening in the last year, I'm afraid.
So he understands now, so he'll be out there hopefully, like all of you guys should be, like extension. He understands now, maybe it's just a new job.
Yeah, okay. So the guy at the back, is there anything else further you'd like to say?
Well, just to finish off by saying there's a meeting, a monthly meeting due tomorrow
Yeah.
week in Vicarage Community Centre.
Yeah.
And I'd like to address some of my personal
Yeah.
issues with perhaps Shantanu if he's going to make it. That's a Friday.
Shantanu, it's not... Yeah, we're not going to be there because it's been cancelled. So.
Well, I want a bit of action tonight then.
Okay, is there anything I can help you with at the end of the
Well,
meeting?
I think actually
If there's
you
any
should have
issues,
a
I
word.
can help you.
Actually, with due respect, but you should have a word with Shantanu to see if you can retrieve some
Shantanu,
of
you're
the
getting it
letters.
after this meeting. What do I do to you? Yeah, no, I know. Yeah.
But at least he knows now, and he will be out there hopefully.
Okay.
Like all of you.
He will speak to you.
Thank you. Yeah. Right. Any other questions in the open forum? You're Cranford
Chair.
ward, aren't you?
Chair.
Because I'll have, yeah. Okay. Okay, any other questions? Yeah, there's just a guy behind you, and then I'll come to you, I promise.
Just wanted to know, is there any plans for new pavements and road work in Heston? We were supposed to have new road laid in Berkeley Way in 2013. Never happened. And we were supposed to have in 2014 new pavements. That never happened. The pavements are atrocious. The trees are bringing up all the pavements. And as Harleen knows, I've been campaigning about a tree that's I've had to knock my wall down. It's raised all my gardens, and no one wants to know anything about it. Harleen's been helping me out, but like the gentleman said, when you actually go back to Hounslow Civic Centre, you have to go through emails. They say that they're going to get in touch with you. No one ever contacts you. We used to be able to phone each department and speak to someone, and we'd get stuff done. We don't get nothing done now. It's just ignored now. It just goes on emails. But we need new pavements and we need new roads.
Okay, Riaz, go.
Thank you, Chair. I think the reference to our previous gentleman's question, all the councillors' websites showing we have a regular ward meeting. Since we've been elected from the May 2022, we do the regular meeting, Heston Central Ward and the Heston West. And every time we try to send the message and do the publish it and by media, but unfortunately, hardly one or two people they come. We are 6-5 councillor. Mr. Chatterjee is sitting here. They always come for the caretaker, they open the door. We sit there, 2 rooms high every time. So I respect everybody and request all of you, please check our council's website. We each and every single councillor, they have a regular ward meeting. And I appreciate if you, I understand you have concerns. If all the concerns, you can come, just make a bit of effort, come to see there. We are almost all and each and every councillor sitting there, including our leader. So just only the gentleman, I think last meeting they came, we met him. Previously came, Mr. Leader met him. So sometime I do understand he have all the responsibility as well. But we well before time we do the apology as well. But at least 1 or 2 councillors from the each ward, we all the time is present all the times, 2 hours. But I'm sorry to say, hardly 1 or 2 people they come from each ward. This has been for 16 hour meetings. So we encourage and request to everybody, please just check the website. As far as Heston Central Ward and the Heston West Ward, we do regularly on the first Friday of the month, 5 to 7. Same Heston East and Cranford. So please come and join us. And of course, we are the area forum quarterly. But the best time is to come on the CS on the ward meeting. So I hope I understand they can check from side.
Okay, Adele, I'm going to go to you.
Apart from the August and December 1st Friday, otherwise all the 10 months we are available there.
Yeah, some of us obviously work shifts, and I mean, I work every other Friday, so that does make it quite difficult. But you're saying the next one's next Friday? That would be the first Friday of the month? That's correct.
Yeah.
That's cancelled, so yeah. So you want us to make the effort. I mean, this is the first time I've been to any sort of council meeting.
Let me to say,
you know,
I'm sorry.
I'm sure other people work shifts as well.
I respect for you, but be very honestly, we are councillors. You are our residents. We need to work together. That's the first thing to understand. And Madam, can I say something if you don't mind, please? I'm happy to listen to you. I'm saying on the behalf of my ward councillors and my fellow councillors, there's a lot of way we can contact with us. One, you can have emails, phone numbers, everywhere. You can check from the council website. Second, we do the regularly ward meeting. Anybody can pop up. We can more than happy to be considered. We can sit. We can one-to-one. We can listen to your concern. And the third thing is area forum. So everybody have a right. We can speak. Honestly, we are human being as our leader. But you have 1 question, 2 questions, we're more than happy to sit one-to-one. You can talk to us, our officers doing very hard work. And if you have a concern, you can talk to them. I believe they will come back to you. But sometimes I respect some concerns, some residents, but we need to find a solution. We are here for result orientations. So please move forward, come to us. We're more than happy to consider. Okay, madam, could you please, what I can say, I'm very happy you have very good communications. I believe you have good IT skill as well. So I'm requesting on the website, each ward councillor on their profile, they're showing when they have a surgery. And can I? Okay. Okay. Give me a second. I think you will understand all the questions. I'm saying hopefully all the people, they have literate to check at least website or our card is available. But as a physically or practically, I'm not sure how the council and our officers respond. But do you think being a councillor, it will be a practical for us to go each door to deliver the cards, to give the times? You come every month. Yes. Let me say, madam, if you don't mind, could you please let me to finish, please, if you don't mind. But each councillor doing the regular canvassing, myself, in last 8 weeks, I cover the 15 roads. I have a list, if anybody can check. I go twice a week on the one road, do the knock, any issues, drop the leaflet, and pass on the information. But we're more than happy to consider your suggestions. If you give us suggestions, we're more than happy to consider and try to implement. That's, I think, an answer.
Okay, but Councillor Mann.
Okay, thank you very much, madam.
Thank
I
you, Councillor.
understand that the chair will answer.
Thank you, Councillor Gould. We're going to go
no
down
problem.
Remand.
Okay. I think Councillor Gould said a lot of what I wanted to say, but just to help understand the problem, the role of councillors, and also the external situation, they've changed drastically. I remember when I joined the council back in 1994, we used to go out and visit people. We used to have our numbers given and we can have home visits. But then, you know, the nature of counseling and also the way the legal system worked, it changed our, what's it called, reaction to all the residents. David Amis was the case where the gentleman who was the MP was stabbed to death. That put a review in place, and all councillors, they had to be in a public area where there's lots and lots of people, and so therefore we couldn't really come and visit people at their premises. So, you know, we have to understand some of the problems that exist, and it's not through the lack of trying, but it's just the way the whole thing has worked itself out. We are now limited in what we can do, because it's very prescriptive in what we can say and what we can do and where we can go. And it puts us at risk if we were to just wander on down to somebody's property. We have to go in twos. It's very, very defined. And I think that, you know, the protocols that govern that are quite extensive. And the other thing is, you know, when we're having meetings as surgeries, we're always having to have 3 counsellors there. We've got to have it in a defined time, in a certain place. We used to be in the old Methodist church, but hardly anybody went there. So we were moved, as a part of the review, into the Heston and Cranford District Association building, because there were lots and lots of people there. So, you know, it is not because Councillor Gould doesn't want to see his residents, or I myself doesn't want to see. It's just that the definitions that have taken place and the rules that we govern by, they become a lot more stricter. So that's one of the problems. And in some ways, you know, the political parties, they're also guilty, because we're now so determined to have ward meetings. They've got to be in a defined way as a part of the protocols, that it actually cuts us off from the very people that we're supposed to be seeing. I prefer the old days where you used to have politicians on a soapbox going out and saying, give us your vote, because you can hear them and you can ask them face to face. Now, unfortunately, it's all very centralized. So, you know, it's not all down to the councillors. There is a lot more at work behind the scenes, which makes us very small players. Thank you. Sorry, madam, look, I don't want to be disrespectful, but, you know, there is a protocol, again, for speakers. I think you should adhere to that, only because other people got other things to say.
Okay, guys,
Yeah.
please.
So
Yeah,
I
Dr.
think
Fung.
it's
You
with
just use the
respect.
mic.
Sorry, Councillor. Is there any chance you can put that information onto the Hounslow Matters? Some of that will make it a bit more easier for the wider community.
Yes, that's a good idea. We'll
Thank
do
you so
that.
much. Thank you.
Okay, I've just... Last question, because you keep asking too many.
Question, sorry. So is there any supervision with the recycling vehicles? Because I find weekly, when they're collecting the recycling containers, half the rubbish is left on the street. I'm pretty happy, like
Shantanu,
Oxford, just
yeah,
bag
this
it
is
up
a-
and, and leave the council or whoever
Thanks,
the workers
Shantanu.
to sort through the recycling.
So the answer is yes, through contract management, but it does depend on residents reporting it. Now, I know it seems like a chore and it's not your job, but I would always recommend reporting it because it gets logged and that forms the basis that we manage contracts. We are looking at how we clean our streets as well. So there's a bigger review that is going on at the moment about cleaning streets, which will, we hope, also involve cleaning after your rubbish vehicles have been down your street. But that is a little bit further down. In the interim, to residents, I would say, I know it's not your job, I appreciate that, but every time you report it, it does get logged, and we talk about it when we manage the contract.
Can I just... Thank you, Shantanu. I've got the lovely lady at the... Yeah.
If we speak after, you can give me a bit more information so I can report it, because as you can understand, some crews clean up after themselves. So if we not, sometimes if we generalize it, then the focus is not on the bad one, as to say, and then at least we can monitor that particular crew on the roads that they visit. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you. It's amazing.
Can I
Yeah.
just ask you, are they going to get big bins now? Are you going to get the ones like...
We're getting
yeah,
bigger?
are you
No,
gonna
they're
have
going to
those?
be.
And also, I want to say thank you to the binmen because they do a great job. But sometimes there's drunken people who just kick stuff foxes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, well done to the bin guys because they do a great job.
Thank you.
Can I just say one more thing? Just one more thing.
Yep, come.
So, sir, you told me to adhere to it. You guys need to adhere to it by responding to the emails as well, because we want to work with you. We don't want to work against you.
Paul.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, so I know about your adhering to. Thank you very much for telling me, and I should take that on board, and I will take that on board. But in the same token, you should adhere to it as councillors, and council respond to the emails. And if you would like to come to my house, I'll show you all the emails I've sent, and I've got no response for. And I'm telling you, and I believe in the truth, as God as my witness, and as God will give me further counsel. So please don't disrespect me like that, because none of you guys respond to emails. Yeah, you don't, and I've got full evidence. Because factual evidence will speak for itself. I'm sorry I have a lot to say.
Yeah.
It's only because I've experienced it. So that's why I'm saying it to you. So I apologise for that.
Thank you.
And I only said about the vigilancy group, yeah? If you guys have a street vigilancy group, like we've got a Meadowbank, Shantanu knows we've got a Meadowbank vigilancy group, you guys can actually join our vigilancy group, then you will know what's going on in the street as well, because you guys can't come out because of the security and that, and I agree with you. So why not join our vigilance group? Then you know what's happening with the public, and you can say this forum's happening, this forum's happening.
Sure,
so it
thank
won't give you guys any problem with security.
Okay, thank you. Yes, please.
Oh, sorry. Thank you. No way I'm telling you how to conduct your meeting here, but please, I've been sitting here right from the beginning. Now it's getting a bit sort of out of control.
I agree with you. That's why we're moving
we seem
on.
to be having conversation between one specific person and the panel. Please share it with us.
So we're going to go on to the presentation we have. Paul, yeah, just last one. If we just give Paul the mic. And then after that, we're going on to the presentation.
Line bikes. They're everywhere. Now we've got these... Someone's had the bright idea of putting the parking bays at the end of roads, in the middle of the roads, basically. Now we've got line bikes lying everywhere. We never had that before when they were all... before these bays turned up. But now we've got line bikes, they're everywhere. Everywhere you look, every road. You walk out your gate, you trip over one. They shouldn't be the public road shouldn't be for parking them some private companies' line bikes. They should all be moved, or
Okay, we'll make a note of that.
no one uses them around here. Only the kids break them.
Adele, last one then. I've got to move on. The line bike.
So on that, I heard on the radio this morning that they were looking at when people park their bikes, that they will continue to be charged unless they're put into that area. It may be something you want to have a look into, but that's what I heard on the radio
It's
this
definitely
morning
a better idea.
on BBC London.
Okay, we're going to move on to the presentation that we have. Presentation.
Hi. Oh, no, I'm standing here. You stand over there.
Too close to the microphone.
I've been told to stand here.
Oh, you're told?
Yes, I've been told. Well, it's good to see that there's such a passionate crowd about the community, because we believe in passion about the community as well. Slightly different way of addressing it. We actually had our first repair cafe about 3 months ago now, and it was very successful. We had about 25 people come in. We repaired 25 items, and these were things that people needed. Rather than throw them away, they got repaired and reused. So for us, that was a huge success. No, I'll go through it in a minute, but basically the whole point about Repair Cafe is to bring people in with items that they bring in that need to be repaired, and experts help people to guide people through the repair. So you not only get the item repaired, but you also gain a skill set with that item. Just one second. Thanks. So the next one is almost here. The next Repair Cafe is on Saturday, this Saturday. Same place, Heston Community Centre in Vicarage Farm Road. It starts at 11, goes on till 2. And this time round, we're working with our partners, Trade, London Bike Hub, and also Team Repair, which we'll come on to in a moment. This is all part of Heston in the Loop, which again, I'm sure some of you may know of, but we can talk about more, we can talk about that as well. So on the 30th, this Saturday at 11 at the Heston Community Centre. So we basically help people to repair clothes. This time around, we'll repair clothing and bikes. Okay. There will also be basically we try and do it as one item per person per category. And also what we'll have is we'll have a clothing donation point. So if you have clothing that you think cannot be repaired, then that can be donated to Trade, who will repair it and then make use of it somehow. Okay. So you can email us, and we'll come on to that in a moment. We're looking for more volunteers because this is a community effort. We are community. Satish lives in Heston, I live in Cranford, and we're trying to basically make this happen for the community here. So this time round, as I explained, bikes, repairing bikes, and that's always popular. Come in early because the slots get taken up really quickly, and also clothing this time around as well. We're also at this point going to have Team Repair, who basically bring in repair kits for children to learn how to repair items. So they'll basically help a child learn how to repair a gadget. So again, it's a skill set that they can learn. It's also something that, as you know, typically you can bring your child while you're getting your item fixed. You can have them also learn this skill set. And all you have to do is make sure that you book a slot through this QR code or through Eventbrite, and basically book a slot to go onto the workshop. Okay? There will be refreshments. There'll be tea, coffee, and refreshments out there. There will be a clothing donation point, as I said. So the important point, as I say, is community-led. Get things repaired. Do not get things put into the landfill, so that we can recycle and reuse. To talk about recycle and reuse, Satish.
Thank you, thank you. So last time I was the male model for the Repair Cafe, and I've been invited back to be the male model again for the Repair Cafe. And this time I'm wearing very familiar things. So this was repaired. This is about 20 years old. It's my bicycle jacket, and it's about 20 years old. It's been repaired. This was a work shirt, which I've turned into a round collar. And last time people said the sister shirt was very, very fashionable. So I assume the blue version is as well. The suit pants I got repaired. The running shoes, the undersole, the green bit there, was resold. So why do all of this? Well, it's not just to save the environment, but it's not just to save pennies. It's because I buy good stuff that I don't need to throw it away. I get it repaired, right? And so it's good for all of us if we actually, repair to save the pennies, but also save the planet. And it's a great social event. You'll meet so many other people with the same ethos. So please come along. I'm sure you all have, I have, lots of stuff at home that you've been putting away to one day get fixed. So bring it along. Clothing, bicycles, textiles. This weekend, obviously, there's no electrical. But going forward, we'll bring back the electrical, and also we'll have computers as well in the near future. So I don't think I've missed anything, but I'm sure.
Good job. Right, so basically, just reiterate, last one. This Saturday, 11 o'clock, the Heston Community Centre. Bring not only your items, you can bring your children to learn a skill set. Tell your friends, tell your neighbours, because that's what we want to do. We want to build a community, as Satish says. We're trying to build a community where we can reuse, recycle, but also at the same time, learn the skill sets around doing it for others. Okay? Any questions? Yes? Yes? No.
Oh, sure. So obviously closed donation. You don't have to make an appointment. That's just my question.
Don't have to make an appointment.
But only if you want something repaired.
You don't actually have to make an appointment to get anything repaired. The only appointments that you need are for team repair, because they have limited number of spaces for the workshops.
Lovely. Right. Thank you.
Any other questions?
Amazing. Any other questions? No. I'm going to bring my 30-year-old wedding dress to you on Saturday. Yeah, will you repair it?
I'm sure we can.
It just needs taken out a bit more because I was skinnier then. Anybody else? Okay, so the date of the next meeting is the 21st of December. And don't forget to bring your inspires. Thank you. We're going to close the meeting. Thank you.